Good morning, grade 4. Welcome back to grade 4 mathematics class. How are you all doing today? So today, let's learn the next method of data representation. It's called pie chart. So what you see here is an example of pie chart. So you can see in a pie chart, data is represented like the slices of a pie. So in a pie chart, a whole pie or a whole circle is divided into slices or parts according to the number of data items that you are representing in it. And the slices or the parts of a pie chart are also called pie sectors. So a pie chart can be defined as a circular representation of data that shows the relationship between a whole and its parts. So let's see these things once again. A pie chart is a circular chart representing the relationship between a whole and its parts. And in a pie chart, a circle is divided into parts according to the number of data items. So now let's see how we can make a pie chart and read data from it. So this is an example from your textbook, example number 1. Let me read the question to you. Nidhi has 12 course books, 6 self-help books, 3 story books and 3 comic books. Represent the data in a pie chart. So like we said earlier, in a pie chart, the data is represented as parts of a whole. So here, let's see how we can represent the data given here as parts of a whole circle. So here it is mentioned that Nidhi has these many books. So we need to find out how many total number of books should be represented in that circle. So what is the total number of books that she has? The total number of books that she has, or the whole number of books she has, will be equal to the number of course books plus the number of self-help books plus the number of story books plus the number of comic books. And that is equal to this 12 plus 6 plus 3 plus 3, and that is equal to 24 books. So this means that the whole circle of the pie chart will be representing a whole 24 books. Now we are going to represent the proportion of each type of book as parts of this whole circle. So for that, we need to find out what proportion or what fraction does each type of storybook will represent in this whole circle. So for that, let's find out the fraction of each type of book among these 24 books. So the fraction of course books will be equal to the number of course books divided by the total number of books. So what is the number of course books that she has? She has 12 course books, and that divided by the total number of books. 12 divided by 24, and when it is reduced to the lowest term, you will get it is equal to 1 by 2. So the fraction of course books is equal to 1 by 2, or half of the whole circle, or half of the whole 24 books. So how do we represent that in the pie chart? So first, let's draw one whole circle. Then the fraction of course books is half of the whole number of books, that is half of the whole circle. So let's just divide the whole circle into half. You can divide it like this or this, doesn't matter. Just make sure that you are dividing that circle into half, or 1 by 2. Now each of these part will represent a fraction of 1 by 2, right? So here I am dividing the circle into half like this, and this half, or 1 by 2, will represent the fraction of course books among the total 24 books. So now let's see what is the fraction of self-help books. Now we covered, or we marked the fraction or the part of the pie where it represents the course books. Now we are left with the other half, right? So among the other half, or the remaining 12 books, we need to find out what is the fraction of self-help books. So the fraction of self-help books will be equal to the number of self-help books divided by the total number of books. So that is equal to 6 divided by 24, that is equal to 1 by 4. So first we drew a circle, we divided that into half, or 1 by 2, 1 by 2, and this 1 by 2 represents what? Course books. the fraction of course books, and you're left with the other half. Now, in the other half or the other half of the circle, the fraction of self-help books is equal to 1/4. So this whole thing is 1/2. If you divide that into half, again half, each part will be 1/4. So this will be 1/4, this will be 1/4. So 1/4 will represent the fraction of self-help books. I am marking that this 1/4 here as the fraction of self-help books. Now, the next one. There are 3 story books. So now we are left with the other 1/4 of the circle, right? So among that 1/4, the fraction of story books will be equal to number of story books by total number of books, that is 3/24. That is equal to 1/8. So the first half 1/2 course books, 1/4 self-help books, and among the remaining 1/4, 1/8 will be the fraction of story books. So how would you mark 1/8 or 1/8? See, half of 1/4 will be 1/8, right? Half of 1/4 is equal to 1/8. So if you divide this 1/4 into half like this, each of these parts will represent 1/8, right? So I divided this 1/4, this part of the circle, this quarter or this 1/4 of the circle into 2 halves, and this is 1/8 and this is also 1/8. These two are 1/8. Now 1/8 is the part or is the sector that represents the fraction of storybooks in this pie chart. Now we are left with one more. There are 3 comic books and the fraction of the comic books is equal to number of comic books divided by the total number of books. That is equal to 3/24, and again it is 1/8. So the remaining 1/8, this part, let's mark as the fraction or the part which represent the fraction of comic books. So this is how you make a pie chart. So the final pie chart will look something like this, and you can color each sector with a different color. So this is 1/2 of the pie chart, half of the pie chart. This is 1/4. This is 1/8, and this is also 1/8. So I hope this is clear to you now. We'll see one more example. This is also from your textbook. The pie chart shows the favorite sports of a group of children. Answer the following questions. So here you can see a pie chart. Let's have a look at it. So there is this pie chart, and half of it is marked for cricket, and 1/4 is representing football, 1/8 is representing volleyball, and other 1/8 is representing basketball. So this is the pie chart that shows the favorite sport of a group of children. So half of the circle means half of the total number of children likes cricket, 1/4 of the total number of children likes football, 1/8 of the total number of children likes volleyball, and the other 1/8, the remaining 1/8 of the total number of children likes basketball as their favorite sport. So let's see what are the questions that is following. The first one, what fraction of the children's favorite sport is football? So from the pie chart, let's see what fraction of children likes football. So here in the pie chart, you can see that 1/4 of the circle, 1/4 of the pie chart is marked as the part which represents the number of children who likes football. So what fraction of the children's favorite sport is football? It is 1/4 or 1/4. Now, let's see the next one. Which 2 sports are equally liked by the children? So that will be the 2 sectors of the pie chart which will have the same size. So here you can see the sectors which represent basketball and volleyball are of the same size. So both represent a fraction of 1/8. So which 2 sports are equally liked by the children? Basketball and volleyball. Now, the third question, if the total number of children is 160, then how many children like cricket? So here we are given the total number of children. How much is it? 160. There are a total of 160 children, and you are asked to find out how many children like cricket. So let's have a look at what fraction of the circle represents the number of children who likes cricket. See, in the pie chart, half of the pie chart or half of the circle represents the number of children who likes cricket. So like we have discussed earlier, the whole circle will represent the whole 160 children. So half of the circle means half of the number of children. So half of the total number of children will be equal to 160 divided by 2. 160 divided by 2. That is 1/2 or half of 160. And what is it? 80. So the number of children who likes cricket is equal to 80. So I hope these questions are clear to you. So we have seen how we can represent data in a pie chart and how to interpret data from a pie chart. So children, you can go through the topic pie chart in page number 178 of your textbook. Just go through the topic once and then move on to exercise 13.2, which is in page number 179. There are 3 questions given there based on this topic. Go through the 3 questions and work out them in your notebook. Now, below the exercise, there is a value education question under the heading VE, and below that, there is an activity called Maths Lab activity. You please go through these as well and do accordingly. So that's all for today, children. Hope the concept we learned today is clear to you. We'll see you in the next class. Till then, bye.